So here we have the brand new fragrance by Navitus Parfums. This is a collaboration with the creative direction of Paulina Shar, and she has her own YouTube channel. I'm going to link it down below, but in today's Cephalabon contributor video, I'm going to tell you all about this fragrance. I'm going to give you my thoughts on it, the performance, the compositional nature of it, any comparisons, so on and so forth. I'm also going to tell you about a very special giveaway opportunity, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's episode and I give you my thoughts on Kind Intentions by Navitus Parfums, a brand new release creatively directed by Paulina Shar, I do want to start things off by saying that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it. Hit the bell icon so you can be notified whenever I do upload future videos to the channel, and I upload on a daily basis. And of course, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it or if you took something of value from today's episode. It would really mean a lot to me. So here we have a fragrance that was composed by Jerome Di Marino. He's an amazing perfumer. I've had the opportunity to meet him in person in Paris, France. He and I have actually worked together on another fragrance by Navitus Parfums, which is called Imperial, and he's just really down to earth and quite amazing. But here we have a fragrance called Kind Intentions, and it's a brand new 2023 release composed by Jerome Di Marino. If you are interested in participating for your chance to win a full-size bottle of this fragrance, all you have to do is shoot on over to cephalabon.com. It's going to be the first link down below in the description box. Of course, after you've read through the article and become a registered reader, all you have to do is leave a comment on the article and you'll be automatically entered to win. Best of luck, everybody. I'm really rooting for you, and this is a really special fragrance in my opinion. So with this particular fragrance, it is described as being unapologetic, uplifting, and unforgettable, the three U's, and I do find it to be very uplifting without necessarily being effervescent. I personally find that a lot of these effervescent fragrances that are also considered uplifting, they rely too heavily on the citrus. Here we have some really smooth, slightly sweet ingredients. We have a lot of really bright, uplifting floral notes as well. Perfectly unisex in my opinion. In any case, I'm excited to give you my thoughts on the smell. Let's start things off with a quick look at the presentation first. Now, as soon as this fragrance opens up, it is going to smell floral, creamy. It has a dulcet tone about it. And of course, looking at the note breakdown, you do have Italian mandarin, iris, and Egyptian seaweed in the opening. Don't worry, this one doesn't smell like algae. It doesn't smell like seaweed explicitly. It's not salty or oceanic or anything like that. But the iris is in here and it's nicely smooth and starchy without necessarily smelling buttery or smelling like lipstick. I know in a lot of cases, iris has the reputation of smelling a little bit like lipstick. That's not the case here. It's very starchy. It's very smooth. It has a creamy nature about it. And like I said, the citrus elements are not overly pronounced in this fragrance. I would go as far as to say that the uplifting nature is actually coming more so from the heart and the base of the composition. In the heart, you do have a white floral blend and African olibanum. So you do have this incensey note in here, and it's very tranquil, it's very tame, it's calm, it's serene, and it's really beautifully done. In the dry down, you have sandalwood, benzoin, Madagascan vanilla, absolute, moss, and Indonesian musk. So of course the benzoin combined with the vanilla kind of gives this fragrance a bit of an amber accord, but the musk is very smooth, very clean. It combines with that floral accord in the heart, also combining with the iris in the opening of this fragrance. You know, this fragrance does sort of promote a sense of serenity, tranquility, innocence, purity, so on and so forth. And I really do enjoy the whole white aesthetic on the box and on the sleeve here with the gold accents and of course the gold hardware on the bottle. I think it looks quite beautiful, if I'm being honest with you. And I think the bottle and the box and the whole presentation, in addition to the name, does an effortless job of conveying what you can kind of expect from this fragrance. I know Paulina did an amazing video kind of delineating and describing her influence and inspiration when it came to the composition of this fragrance, and she spoke about how she wanted this to sort of exude positivity and benevolence. And you know, I don't want to misconstrue her words because she did an exceptional job in her introduction video. I would definitely recommend that you check it out and you watch through the entirety of that video because I think it's very, very well explained. But this is just a beautifully done fragrance, and I'm so happy that this has been added to Navitus Parfums portfolio because I personally find it to be filling in a certain niche within the catalog or the collection that wasn't there before. There aren't too many floral fragrances being offered by Navitus Parfums, and I know myself as a creative director, I always sort of aim for the gourmand, so I tend to stay away from the floral territory, but this one is just a wonderful fragrance, and I hope you have the opportunity to try it. You certainly have the opportunity to win a full-size bottle. Once again, all you have to do is follow that Cephalabon link down below in the description. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. Now, first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, this is such a unique fragrance, in my opinion. The floral accord, the incense, the vanilla, the benzoin, the sandalwood, the musk. It's creamy. It has some dulcet tones in the dried down. It's a little mossy, a little earthy, tiny bit of citrus in the opening. The seaweed is kind of non-existent. I mean, there's a touch of it in there, and of course it is influencing the composition in its own special way, but it's not one of the predominant notes is what I'm trying to say. Longevity, extrait de parfum, 10 plus hours on skin. Projection was amazing. For the first hour of application, it radiated within an arm's length. It became an elbow's length scent right around hour 6. A skin scent right around hour 10. In terms of the versatility, dressed up or dressed down, any season, any occasion, perfectly unisex. Certainly one of the more versatile fragrances that the brand has to offer, and certainly one of the more versatile fragrances in my personal collection. As far as the presentation is concerned, all things considered, the heaviness of the bottle, the plaque on the front here, the pressurized atomizer, everything about it, I think it's beautiful. My final verdict on this fragrance is, if you're looking for something that is slightly sweet, slightly earthy, floral, clean, kind of conveying this sense of positivity and radiating just a really benevolent quality, I think this is a beautiful fragrance to check out. Of course, if you're a fan of incense, vanilla, benzoin, sandalwood, musk, iris, if any of these ingredients sound interesting to you, I would totally recommend Kind Intentions by Navitus Parfums. My personal opinion is that Paulina did a superb job with this one. I'm very, very proud of her. Of course, this is her second contribution to the Navitus Parfums portfolio, with the first one being Venom of Love, which was an amazing fragrance. And it's a cherry-based fragrance, cherry and chocolate, and it's just so exceptionally well done. But in any case, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you took something of value from today's episode, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it. Hit that neighboring bell, give this video a thumbs up, and make sure to stop on over to cephalabon.com for your chance to win a bottle. Thanks again for watching. Love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.